Hey everyone, hello. It is kind of late, I'm aware of that. Well, it's late for me. If anyone knows me, I'm normally in bed, phone up, and normally asleep by 9 p.m. But I was so excited to share this with y'all that I had to go live and come on and show y'all. I've been working on this all day today. This has been like my main focus today is this leadership binder, something I've never done before. And basically what I did is I put simple systems inside this binder and it's gonna change your business for sure. And I'm excited to share it with y'all. Hi everyone, welcome. Okay, so anyone and everyone can use this system that I'm about to show you. But if you're a leader above, you need to be using this system. And again, you're like, what is it? I'm going to be showing y'all. This will be it. And yeah, so if you're a leader above, you need to be doing this. And if you want to be a leader, then I would start implementing this now, because the reason I promoted to director is because I started doing what directors were doing. I went to Michael's today and I got this and they're 70% off. It does not need to be a 2022 calendar because you're going to see why in a minute. And here come my kids.
Mommy, Sissy's waking me up.
Go get daddy. Go get daddy. I'm at a 10. Go get daddy. Mommy's off the clock. Tell daddy I'm doing a video. Okay, so I went to Michael's literally an hour ago and this was 70% off. So like I said, it says do all the things. Okay, so you want to lead from the front and you want to show examples. So I'm not going to tell y'all to do something that I'm not already doing. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. So I got this from Michael's today. It says do all the things, which is just, that's like my slogan this year. And like I said, this is gonna be a systems binder, a simple systems binder. I'm saying binder, but happy planner. I got a happy planner. You do not have to get a happy planner. You can get a binder and just, put it in binders, just get the dividers, however you wanna do it. I like happy planners, makes me happy. I'm gonna share all the files with y'all. You can do the big one. I have the big happy planner, or you can get the medium-sized one. I'm gonna be sharing the medium-sized files and the big size files. So you're gonna have everything after this video, I promise. Okay, let's get started. So when you open up this leadership binder, the first thing that I put in here is my goal Scentsy paycheck. It says pay to the order of, and then my goal paycheck. Why is that important, Brittany? Why did you put that there? Well, because I want to envision what my goal Scentsy paycheck will be. I want that in front of my face of what I'm working towards each month. And this is whenever I really sit down and think about it, this is gonna be like my next goal paycheck. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put like 20 grand on here because that's not where I'm at yet. I'm gonna put something simpler, and then the moment I hit that, I'm gonna flip it and add another one just to keep going. So that's the first thing that I put in there is my dream paycheck, and I want you to dream big. So that's the first thing. Now, when you flip the page, as all happy planners, they have, the months. All I did was cover up the tabs, and you can either type it out. I just wrote it out and then taped it on top. It wasn't that big of a deal. And the next one that we're gonna do is annual awards. Annual awards is something that I've never tracked. And actually this year, I believe I'm only like a few people short of annual mentor, and that's without me trying. So imagine me trying. And I also think the reason why I stayed away from the annual awards is because they were scary to me. But I'm not gonna do that anymore, because if I wanna get the dream paychecks, then I need to have some goals in front of me. So if you turn the page, that is my annual mentor and annual sales tracker. Annual sales. Hey babe, can you get Brielle? She's crying. The annual sales is 30,000 PRV from May 1st to April 30th. So I'm actually going to start this when this session's over. So at the May 1st of this year, then I'll start doing this. And then you have the annual mentor, which is minimum of 14 certified frontline from May 1st to April 30th. So I'm putting this in my binder because I want to start tracking this daily. And that's what I want to put in there. Let's see. If you live an annual life, your business will grow because you're constantly working towards getting the higher PRV and recruiting and getting them certified. So it's like, why wouldn't we as leaders be tracking our annual awards? So the next tab, so again, if you're getting a binder, this can still work the same way, just get dividers. And all I did was take out the pages from the Happy Planner and just insert my own pages. So the next tab is coaching call checklist. Where is it? Okay, here it is. So coaching call checklist, again, I just covered up the, the August tab and put coaching calls. So as soon as you turn to the coaching calls, I have my checklist. Now this is strictly for new teamies only. I have my own little checklist of what I do with them, and then I also found a new one that I'm thinking of trying, so I went ahead and put it in my binder. It's from Wendy Heath New Gas, and if you have a medium Happy Planner, this is what it's going to look like. Obviously it's just, you know, a little bit smaller, but this is going to be Train Your Teamie Session 1, Session 2, and it gives you checkpoints because I think that's what's so intimidating. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're doing a great job.
Thank
Everyone
you.
listen to my wife.
Okay, so Train Your Teamie Session 1, Session 2. So I think this is why people stayed away from calling new teamies because you didn't maybe know what to talk about. So hopefully this will help you. And turning the page. And if y'all have any questions, please comment them below. And I'd love to help you out and answer them. And then Train Your Teamie Continue, if you will. The only thing I don't like about Happy Planners is everything kind of like falls out. Okay, Session 3, and it also even gives you other topics to talk about, like Amy, email scams. Like I just got an email scam the other day, and she was like, I just had a baby boy and I need 9 diffusers and here's my pay order. And I'm like, that is, okay, that's such a scam. You know, monthly newsletters, sent a warmer of the month. So those are more checklists. I did write down here my 10 tips for coaching call checklist. Number 1, keep it confidential. Those are their numbers, and I wouldn't want, well, I don't really mind if Marissa ever uses my numbers as examples. Just keep it confidential. Whatever y'all talk about on your coaching call, unless you say, hey, can I use you as an example, but not use your name, you know, whatever. Number 2, praise sandwich. I use this in my marriage all the time. The praise sandwich is the bottom is a praise report, the middle is what you need to work on, and then you end it with a praise report. So I call it the praise sandwich. Some people call it other things. So I always try to go in with, hey, you're a really great, PRV getter. You get sales great. Your PRV is great. Let's work on sponsoring this month. I think you would do really great if you tried this approach. Overall, I think you're great and you're gonna do this, and let's keep going, you know, something like that, praise sandwich. Tip number 3, tie their performance to data. What I mean by that is know their numbers before you call. If someone says that their goal is 2,000 at the end of the month and it's the 21st and they're sitting at 500 PRV, you know, just know their goals and their numbers before you call, which is why this leadership binder is so important with all these checklists and writing things down. And if you're a pen and paper person, then you're gonna love this. Number 4, provide specific examples. Use stuff in your business that helped you, and maybe shoot some ideas out that you've seen other leaders do. So I always try to provide specific examples when I'm giving out coaching calls. Number 5, 15 minutes. You want to keep it short and sweet. We all have lives, we're all busy, and we can't just be on the phone talking for 30 minutes about, you know, their drama and this and that. Number 6, have them review their own performance. This is something that I did not do for the longest time, and what I think it does is whenever you have someone review their own performance and you're teaching them how to look at their performance and how to use their workstation in their reporting tab, you're holding them accountable. You're not just giving them the fish, you're teaching them how to fish. Let's see, tip number 7, collaborate and form an action plan. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. Tip number 8, discuss roadblocks and challenges. That goes back to my praise sandwich. Tip number 9, progress report. or check in or shout them out if they're doing good. So basically after the coaching call, this is gonna be the progress report or the checkup or shouting them out, you know, stuff like that. And tip number 10, discuss progress towards their goals, whether it's sensational start, lead consultant, something like that. So those are my 10 tips for a coaching call. And that's not in my binder. Those are just kind of like little nuggets that I wanted to give y'all. And then the last thing that I have under my coaching call tab is sensational start. And I know you're probably thinking, why do you have that? The reason I have sensational start is I can't tell you how many times I'm doing a new teamy coaching call and I'm like, yeah, you need to do sensational start. And they're like, well, what's that? And they're like, what's that, or what's level 1? I'm like, so boom, now it's in front of my face. Okay, so my next tab, I hope y'all are still with me. I had like 10 of y'all at the beginning, but that's okay. All right, so sensational start. Now my next tab is systems. And again, if you turn the page, it shows the happy planner. This one says, laugh more, worry less. And all I did up here was take the word systems over September, and it works for me. So let's see. Hi, Marissa. Okay, so systems, I put this in here. And the very first thing is a monthly goal checklist, color coordinated, all the things. I'm not going to go into detail on that. The files and all of that's going to be uploaded. But these are just my checklists that I personally do each month. And then I also have a weekly task tracker. So I have my monthly, what I do monthly, and then weekly, and now I can go through and check it off. I'm a pen and paper gal, and it works for me. So that's from my systems tab, and I don't have anything written down on that. Okay, my next tab, kind heart, brave soul, fierce mind. And my next tab or section in my leadership binder is the 3 legs to success. So anytime I'm doing a coaching call or talking to a new teamie, I can always refer back to this. If you haven't heard of the 3 legs of success, Chloe Cox and Justin invented this, and it's just the foundation of your business, really. The PRV, recruiting, coaching, and then self-care. I'm not going to go into that, but I do have a section in my binder where I can always refer back to it, and it also gives talking points. The only thing I wanted to say about this is the self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, the next tab that I have is all your dreams are possible. All of your dreams are possible. And I put promotions. So this whole section is just going to be on promotions. And what I mean by promotions is I have a little section in here that shows me numbers needed to promote. So as I'm on the coaching call and I have their numbers pulled up in front of me, I'm actually going to start asking them, do you know how much GWV you need to promote? Because I want them to start knowing this stuff on their own rather than me telling them. You get what I'm saying? So that's for the numbers needing to promote. And let's see, my next tab is tracking team numbers, and I believe this is my last tab that I have. So I only have 6 or 7 tabs in my leadership binder as of right now. And then in my team numbers tab, I have here their join date if they hit shooting star, and this is where I'm going to go and track my frontline numbers every month. So I'm going to go through and add more of these pages. The will cancel, what month it was, what their PRV was, and what's going to be awesome about this is now I have a yearly overview of all of my team as we've gone through the year, and I'll be tracking this monthly. And then after that page, I have kind of like a connection call with your team members. So you have your new teamie checklist, but you still want to connect with your downline, with your front line. You know, they're not just numbers to you. So this right here, it says what title they are. So as you're tracking their numbers and you're like, oh man, this person has had 500 PRV in the last 6 months. Let me get on the phone with her. You're gonna write down what title she is. This says what their partner name is, occupation, status, their kids' names, their age, their birthday. And I know you're like, why does all this matter? This matters because now you're getting to know them on a deeper level and you're building a relationship, and maybe you're finding a common ground interest. Maybe they love Ray Dunn just as much as you love Ray Dunn. Maybe they're a stay-at-home mom too, and y'all can go grab a coffee together. It's just getting to know your team a little bit deeper than the numbers. So that's gonna be all on the tracking team numbers. You're watching for trends, and this will help you track who to connect with, who to build those relationships with. And the reasons why I put this one not with the new Teamy checklist, I put this with like my front line after their 70 days as I'm checking their monthly numbers, because I think this is more important with getting to know your downline's heart after they've joined and watching for those trends and stuff like that. So let me see. Wow, I wasn't expecting this to be that quick of a video, but that is it. So like I said, I bought this today from Michaels, 70% off. It does not have to have the months. This says do all the things. When you open it, you see all my tabs here, and it's the very first one, if y'all remember, my goal paycheck of what I want to see me bring home, and then annual awards, coaching call, checklist, 3 legs to success, promotions, and tracking team numbers and my systems. So this is like an all-in-one binder. So if I were you, if you have a binder at home and you can print this out and just start putting these in here, this is that would work for you. It can just be cost effective. You don't have to have a happy planner. If you do want to go to Michael's and get you a happy planner, I would get the large one just because it's more simpler to put these pages in, but if not, get whatever works for you. And I'm going to really start doing this April 1st. And I plan to do this for a year and just kind of see where it takes me. I'm really excited for this. I wish I could gift all my leaders with this, but since I can't, I'll at least share it with y'all through this live video, and that's really it. So do y'all have any questions while I'm still on about any of the things that I put in here or that I need to re-explain or anything like that? Let me give it a minute, because I know sometimes while you're typing, go through, see if I missed anything. Coaching calls, went over that. My systems, 3 legs to success, promotions, and team numbers, and that's it. It doesn't look like I have any questions. So like I said, I'm gonna drop all I wanna say files. I'm still learning how to do files, but I have pictures of everything that I put in here that I saved to my phone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an album on the team page called Leadership Binder, and I'm gonna put all the pictures of what I use in this binder in there. And if y'all do create your own, I would love for you to go live or take pictures of it and share it. And yeah, so, all right, y'all. I hope you all have a great night. Good night, y'all.